Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video, we're going to actually go through the updated patch notes, the 1.17 update that just hit Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm just pretty much going to read through it as fast as I can. The link to this will be down in the description, so if you want to check it out. So it says Treyarch has released the latest patch update for Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Patch version 1.17 is now live on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, with PC release to come on May 2nd. The patch is 11.4 gigabytes on PlayStation and 12.5 on Xbox. Patch brings a brand new operation, Spectre Rising, content to Call of Duty. So specific content to that. Operation is going to go live on Xbox and PC on May 7th, all platforms. This update also brings some weapon tuning, which we'll go ahead and go through. So it basically gives you a rough overview of all the different stuff. A prop hunt is coming Friday, May 5th. And a lot of this other stuff, what I'm going to do is skip to those sections because this is kind of like a shorthand version of it. So multiplayer, specialist, Spectre unlocked, tier 1, we talked about that. And then he has the Shadow Blade, which this thing is really strong. I'm doing a breakdown for a video later. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you want to see exactly how the Shadow Blade works. Obviously, you can just go play with it. That's cool. But there's going to be specifics you're going to want to know about. How long does the smoke last? When's a good time to use it based off the clock? How long did it take to generate? A lot of those things I'm working out in a video. So there we got the special issue smoke, which when you throw this, only Spectre is going to be able to see through it. I haven't tested it, if enemies can see through it if they're Spectre. We'll kind of see how that plays out. Black Ops Pass, we already talked about the 3 maps in core and a hardcore playlist for Black Ops holders. Wet Barracks map updated. We saw the video. Hopefully most of us. Hydro Dam Factory, Cargo, Hijacked, and the Near Farm Firing Range have been transformed, allowing new types of engagements, new avenues for water-based vehicles to turn tides of the battle. Bounty Hunter mode. Drop in and find the beacons of light. Indicated new Spectre stashes, which contain a Shadow Blade and other valuable items. Level 3 armor, smoke, stealth-related perks, and trauma kits. Equipping the Shadow Blade transform you into the Spectre, giving them unique skills, increased movement, and the ability to see digital footprint. So I guess you get that perk from regular multiplayer, which is cool. And then we also see full third-person perspective, which is cool in a BR because you get that advantage to see that 360 or like more of like 100 and 200 degree angle or whatever the case is. When you switch to a normal weapon, Spectre will return to first-person view, which is cool. You get the variety. So if you see people at distance, you can shoot them. So you can still snipe or whatever. But if you're going to get that close range, you could just go and melee them. It'll be pretty easy. With each new collapse, players with the most kills will be marked with bounty targets, and the Spectre can see, eliminate the targets, or survive the bounty attack to be rewarded with supply drops on your position. And I've seen how this one works pretty much when you kill the person that had the bounty on them. And then you basically they're done. Their loot bag is basically that supply drop from what I saw. A humiliation on down enemies. That's pretty funny. These are fatal finishing moves to end an opponent in a dramatic fashion. Yeah, that's the one I saw. Pretty cool. He does basically like a samurai style finish. Last team standing wins the game. Equipment. Dart was added, now available in the blackout. Use the bird's eye view of your opponents and detonate the dart on command when it hits the target. So that's good. You can get a little bit view. It's a little bit better than the recon car because the recon car can't detonate. So that's pretty good. You'll be able to see and be able to use it. Might be a little bit annoying to die to, but we'll kind of see how it plays out. It might be really weak. Uncle Frank character now playable with the Black Ops Pass. New Gauntlet now available, Dead of the Night, featuring 30 unique challenges, and then the LMG added to the mystery box. Black Market, we already talked about weapon charms and death effects that are added. Visible, there's okay. So now here's the buffs. So SMGs got the buff, increased 5-shot range from 5 meters to 7.5. MX9 increased 5-shot range from 7 meters to 7.5. Minor buff there. Slightly increased 5-shot range damage. So that's probably gonna affect hardcore. I'm not sure exactly how that one works, or maybe with headshot multiplayer. That one's going to be a little bit weird. Okay, Damon created a 5-shot range out to 7.5. So this one means it'll be 2 bursts to kill all the way up to 19 meters, which is pretty good time to kill, especially with the 5 shots. Maybe you miss a part of a bullet or you get bullet penetration drop off because you're shooting through an object. You're going to be a little bit more consistent. So the Damon, it was really good before. Kind of annoying to have to spam that trigger, but it's going to be a little bit stronger now because the 6-shot range went all the way up from 11 meters up to 19. So this Damon might be a little bit OP. We'll kind of see. 7-shot range up 19 to 25, and then increase the 8-shot range from 25 up to 32. So a huge buff for the Damon. Switchblade increased 5-shot range from 2.5 meters to 7.5. Increased from 6-shot from 16.5 to 19. Increased 7 from 19 meters 25. Wow, these are huge buffs. 24 meters 32. Switchblade was pretty okay before. I mean, like, you could dominate if you knew how to move really quick. You can close those distances, but now you don't even need to close the distances nearly as much, which is going to be huge for the Switchblade. Sog actually got a nerf, but it's only on stock 2. Slightly reduced movement speed during ADS, so they just nerfed how fast it is. Cordite consoles only increased 5-shot range from 4 to 7.5 meters, and then 6-shot from 16.5 to 19, 7-shot from 22 to 25, and then 8-shot from 26 up to 32. So this is a huge buffs too, because this 4.5, basically you're almost doubling that 5-shot range. So those point blank engagements, where a lot of times you're going to see yourself with an SMG, just got that much better, because the time between shots, you're talking about like saving 70 milliseconds in time to kill, or whatever the case is. I don't know off the top of my head what the Cordite rate of fire is, but that's a huge drop off. Increased Spitfire. Increased 6-shot range from 7. That's basically negligible. You won't even notice it almost on console. Miscellaneous close and exploit, where people could fire faster than intended. So people were cheating. They exploited it. All right. So increased cooldown time for mesh mines. They need to remove the dog, but or lower the health of the dog or something. Ajax, increased cooldown time for 9-bang. So these are nerfs. Torque, increased cooldown time for razor wire. Nerf. Grab slam kills no longer feed its ability meter to be consistent with other specialists. Okay, cool. So while you grab slam, it's not like those kills after the fact automatically start recharging your ruin. So that's a nerf to ruin. Reactor core kill notifications now take up less screen space. So that's just more optimization for the HUD, or the overall HUD. Score streaks duration increased to 30 seconds. I think it was like 25 or 27 seconds. So UAVs are slightly better, which is a buff in a couple different ways, because one, you get one more UAV pass, because I think it only did 5 passes, which is like 25 seconds technically. And now when you get that additional pass, if your teammates kill someone, that's additional score. Same thing with the counter UAV. Drone squad damage increase for lead and buddy drones. So that's going to be a buff. Minimum and maximum burst fire times increased, lead and buddy drones. Drone clip size increased. So drone squad got a, what looks on paper like a huge buff, but we'll kind of see how it works. I'm going to start using it again. Hopefully we don't get 0 with the hacker, because we got a new specialist. Maybe people won't choose 0 as often, but everyone kind of goes for those free streaks if they're not usually able to earn them on their own. Mantis, reduce the amount of time the Mantis can be temporarily disabled. So when it's in that little shock mode where it can't really do much, it's going to reduce the time there. So it's a buff to the Mantis. Increase damage threshold for temporarily disabling the Mantis. So it got a double buff. Double buff. Pretty good there. Game mode, search and destroy, address an issue where players would see teammates as enemies if the last player died to a bomb detonation. Address an issue where the briefcase bomb could reduce bullet damage. Very weird, but glad they fixed. I don't play search and destroy, so I didn't realize that was even a bug. And then we saw this in the World League. Players will be now banned for a brief moment of time if they're leaving matches. Suspensions. Players accrue longer the more often they ban. Yeah, so melee weapons have been restricted. So they removed melee weapons from league play. Strike, score streaks. Attack chopper. Rockets required to destroy the attack chopper reduced to 2, including the flare. Wow. So they nerfed the attack chopper there. Gunships required to destroy the gunship reduced to 2. Wow, that is crazy fast. Well, I guess those are nerfs to those, but not many people are calling those in league play, unless you're just in the wrong lobby. You're not ranked appropriately. Addressed an issue that allowed 6 players in a party. Oh, wow. Introducing an event end notification that displayed the top 10 when players finished in the top 5. Oh, that would suck. You're like, top 10, yes! And then it goes, nope, sorry. You're top 5, bro. Alcatraz, various environments, updates and manually improvements added to that. Lighthouse foghorn sound effect added at the end of each wave. Okay, that's a cool little effect. Address an exploitable area in Alcatraz map. I think there was an under map where you can kind of jump down and then you would cheat. If the zone was on that area, you'd automatically win because people couldn't find you. Weapons, Mozu, increased close range damage. This is only for blackout, guys. Increased close range damage, increased headshot multiplayer, VKM, reduced recoil, additional recoil reduction during the first 4 shots. So VKM overall buff. Hades, reduce hits from 6 to 5. Increase maximum damage range. Place 4x scope with the 2x scope. Again, gold to Hades, got a buff. Mesh mines, increase visibility of other visual effects to make mesh mines more visible. Buff to that, or that's a nerf to mesh mines, but that's good for other players. Personalization, you can now customize characters. Selected will now be shared between Blackout Lobby and Blackout Custom Games. Okay, so that's good to go there. And then we got zombies. Classic elixir restock has been filled with the randomly chosen classic elixir during the match. Classic elixirs will now be placed in the empty slots at the start of the match. Team-friendly elixirs like Nowhere But There have a greater chance of being chosen when the player is playing co-op. Okay. Dead of the Night. Werewolves now spawn less frequently and take more damage when weak points are hit. Adjusted the base health of Nosferatu and reduced the maximum minimum number of Nosferatu spawns per round. The Crimson Nosferatu now spawn less frequently, summon reinforcements less frequently, and has lower base health. Remove zombie speed increase that occurs when the Sentinel key is acquired. Mystery box. Remove some of the wall buy weapons from the mystery box. And then prevented duplicates occurring in consecutive mystery box pulls, which can be very annoying from what I've heard. Reorganize mystery box probabilities by weapon tier. Perks. Winter Whale now fully recharges the max ammo of every round completion. Will only proc or activate if the player is not at full health in order to reduce the number of times it activates. So what was happening before in this, I saw on the stream yesterday, people would get hit and it would automatically proc, even though it was kind of like a random hit. And now, basically, if you get that random hit, you recover your health, you're fine. But if you get hit and then somebody hits you again, it's going to activate just to be safe so it doesn't waste. On realistic difficulty, Winter's Whale will still activate on contact since players will rarely survive more than one hit. All right, that makes sense. They've adjusted it to make it fit. Players will now gain 1 charge every 60 seconds. Increase base maximum charge to 3. Modifier charges increased to 4. Camo requirements halved all the camo requirements from the mystery box items, so you can actually grind those consistently. Server pause. Address an issue where if a player left the match during a server pause, their character model will remain in the game for an extended time. Address an issue where players could move during a server pause. Address an issue where initiated server pause could cause players to lose connection to the host. Host migration. Address an issue where if a host migration occurred at the beginning of a public match, the wave would unintentionally proceed after the migration ended. Address an issue where if the host used Quacknarok and left, the effect would remain after the host migration. Just issues, bugs. After action report. Address an issue where the rewards section of the custom match shows reward. Address an issue where incorrect information could display in the after action report. After action report. Visuals. Address various visual issues that could occur during a natural game. The main quest and the outro cutscene. Pack-a-punch runes are now correctly aligned for the Wonder Weapon Pack-a-punch quest. So they're just bug issues. Custom global mutations, global. Fix multiple issues related to the enhance only setting. Damn, Zombies has a lot of issues. Address an issue where players could be prevented from progressing past the first round in the custom mutations. Address multiple issues related to the equipment and regen speeds. So just a lot of issues, bug fixes. Stock 2 slightly reduced movement. Okay, so they got the same nerf as multiplayer. There's a crash where it could kill the Blightfather during the initiation of Wonder Weapon. Fix it, crash fixes, fat crash. Miscellaneous. Address an issue where power up special round max ammo could drop outside the playable area. These are just all bugs. Unable to pick dormant. Yeah, they have a lot of bugs. Classified global weapon. Bullets that travel underwater will now inflict reduced damage. Fix and exploit where players could fire faster than 10 sprint slide. So this is all global. Everything. So bullets underwater inflict reduced damage. So I guess you need FMG underwater. Selecting weapon has signature weapon available. Now display both the base and signature weapon to choose from. Black market gesture tags no longer specific. Personalization UI clear all markers has been removed to the right stick. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. It was kind of a lengthy patch notes. We had a huge 1.17 update. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you made it to this point, probably should subscribe with notifications on. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.